Hello everyone, this is Miss Darlene from Jiggy Math. This is another lesson about fractions. We're going to explore how to express fraction as decimal. In the lower years of primary school, we have learned that fractions and decimals are related. In fact, we've learned that a decimal is actually a fraction where the denominator is a power of 10, like 10, 100, or 1,000. So if we want to change a fraction to decimal, such as 2/5, all we need to do is to rename this fraction with a denominator of 10, 100, or 1,000. In this case, it's easier if we are going to rename it with a denominator of 10. So to get 10, we simply multiply 5 by 2. And we'll do the same thing for the numerator. 2 times 2 is equal to 4 over 10. Now that we have renamed our fraction with a denominator of 10, it is now easy to convert this into a decimal. 4 tenths can be written as 0.4 or 4 tenths. Let's have another example. 3/4. Let's rename this as a fraction with the denominator of 100 this time. So to get 100, we need to multiply 4 by 25. And let's do the same thing with the numerator. Let's multiply it by 25 and we will get 75. So the new fraction is now 75 over 100 or 75 hundredths, 0.75. In the last video, we have learned that a fraction can be expressed using division. So if we have 2 over 5, it follows that it means 2 divided by 5. So in that case, we can use the long division process to convert this fraction into a decimal. So let's divide 2 by 5. Some of you may think that it is not possible to divide a smaller number by a bigger number. But in fraction and decimal, it is very possible. All we need to do is to rename 2 by putting 0.0. They have the same value anyway. So let's now continue dividing. 2 divided by 5 will give us 0. 0 times 5 is 0. Subtracting the 2 will get a remainder of 2. Now let's rename our remainder. By adding 0, it will become 2 tenths or 20. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. Now we don't have a remainder anymore. So 2/5 is the same as 4 tenths. Let's have this another example. 3/4. Using the long division process, we divide 3 by 4. And we know that 3 can also be written like this. 3 divided by 4 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. We have a remainder of 3. So let's rename that into 3 tenths or 30. 30 divided by 4 is 7. Take note that we are dividing decimals, so don't forget to write the decimal point directly above the decimal point in the dividend. 7 times 4 is 28, and we'll get a remainder of 2. Let's add one more 0 and rename our remainder. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20, and now we got 0. So 3/4 is the same as 0.75 or 75 hundredths. Let's compare if we got the same answer before. So here you can see that 2/5 is the same as 0.4 and 3/4 is the same as 0.75. And we have the same answers here using the long division process. Now, it can happen that fractions cannot be renamed with a denominator of powers of 10. So in that case, we will have to use the long division process. So 1 over 9 is the same as 1 divided by 9. And using the long division process, we have 1 divided by 9. We have 0. 0 times 9 is 0. We have a remainder of 1, so let's rename it. It will become 1/10. 10 times 10 divided by 9 is 1. Don't forget the decimal point. 1 times 9 is 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. We have another remainder, so let's rename it. 10 divided by 9 is 1. 1 times 9 is 9. What do you notice about our answer? No matter how much zeros I give, I will have a constant remainder 1 here. So let us stop at the second decimal place since we only want to have an answer with one decimal place. So 0.11 is the same as 0.1. Now, our answer has one decimal place. Let's have another example. 1/6. This time, let's correct our answer to two decimal places. 1/6 is the same as 1 divided by 6. So 1 divided by 6 using the long division process. Take note that the first number is written inside the division house. 1 divided by 6 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. We have a remainder 1 here, so let's rename it as 1/10. 10 divided by 6 is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 10 minus 6 is 4. Let's add one more 0 here to rename our remainder. 40 divided by 6 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Do you see a pattern now? We have a constant remainder of 4. So we are going to stop at the third decimal place because we want to correct our answer to two decimal places. So continuing, 40 divided by 6 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36 and I will still have a remainder 4. So we stop now. So 0.166, if we are going to correct it to two decimal place, it will become 0.17. How did we get this answer? Remember in the previous lesson, we learned that to round a number to the nearest hundred, we have to look at the place value to the right or the thousands place. So in this case, we have to take a look at 6. So if it's 4 or less, we remove all the digits to the right. And if it is 5 or greater, we have to add 1 to the digit in the hundreds place and then remove all the digits to the right. Since this is greater than 5, I added 1 to 6. So our answer became 0.17 or simply 17 hundredths. One last example. Let's express 59 as a decimal and let's correct our answer to two decimal places. 5 nines is the same as 5 divided by 9. So using the long division process, we can do it like this. 5 divided by 9. So we got 0. 0 times 9 is 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. Let's rename our remainder into 5/10 or 50. 50 divided by 9 is 5. Don't forget the decimal point. 5 times 9 is 45. Subtracting these two numbers, we'll get a remainder of 5. So let's continue some more. 50 divided by 9 is 5. 5 times 9 is 45. So let's continue because we want to have two decimal places. We will continue after adding another 0. So 50 minus 45 will give us 5. 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, and we stop here. So our answer is 0.555, which is a repeating decimal. And let's correct that to two decimal places. Tenths, hundredths. To the right of 5 is a 5. So meaning we have to add 1 here. So it will become 0.56. This is our final answer. So 5 nines is the same as 0.56. Thank you for joining me and see you in the next video.